New intro, I smell.
Sunday night, the gang unites. Claire and Rogue shining bright. Mark and Raven cruising through. Sometimes Chris joins the crew. PooDoo Croo. PooDoo Croo.
Since when did we become a dance jam?
I need several minutes. I need
It's a masterpiece.
several minutes. I was like, oh, nice
I'm
little
crying.
Yeah, nice little jingle Chris found. Why is my
What?
name being said?
That's me.
It's being said. Whoa.
I love that you had an asterisk next to your name.
I mean, because it's every now and again I come in, we're short staffed. I come through and do my job. My job.
I have a who was that?
What was that?
Oh man, A1.
Yes, it was.
Steak sauce?
Yeah, it was A1 steak sauce.
Steak sauce, yeah.
I love A1.
Yeah.
That
I was
awesome.
fiddling with this thing that Pete showed me, and I was like, let me
Fire.
see.
I'm
I'm in the
Full
same
song.
song.
It's a full song. And the rest of it's
Is there more of it?
Oh, there are verses. Now there are verses to the song. I'll play it afterwards because I'm like, remember the Blue Bantha Milk things we used to do?
Yeah.
The rest of the song is kind of like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like
Absolute nonsense.
Oh yeah,
Love
I
it.
mean, yeah. Like it's
To be honest, so is our show.
but this is more rails off of.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
That sounds like challenge to me, my friend.
Yeah.
I
Welcome to PooDoo Croo, by the
took
way.
what I could. I took what I could and made it work for a quick jingle. That's
That
all
was-
that could work.
You did
Incredible.
a great job. You did a fine job. Chris Ryan's master producer, Chris Ryan.
Jingling, jangling.
Jingling and
A1.
jangling. Jimmy Eat World. PooDoo Croo. It's Sunday,
That he did.
and we're here to talk about all things geek, Jane's addiction. I'm gonna just keep spewing out. It's gonna be like fucking ninja styles, dude. Shurikens. Another week in geek. How's everybody doing? I think we all have energy again from that amazing intro. But
Yeah.
Claire, Chris, how are you feeling?
I'm a-
Jazz?
Claire's so flabbergasted.
My guests have been flabbered.
My-
Okay? All of them. In the past tense.
They're gasted. They are gasted, these flabbers are. Understand what I'm saying?
They have been.
Yeah.
Also, just like sipping azaleas all day.
Oh yeah, you had a master's party, right?
We did. Let me tell you, don't care about golf typically, really at all.
Mhm.
I make a suggestion for you if you're ever invited to a master's party. I doubt it, but it's
Okay.
the key is to start drinking at noon.
Wow.
Okay.
That's where you start, and then you pick a guy.
You pick a guy.
No, you pick a guy, and you decide at the beginning of the day, I will ride or die. Luckily, the guy that I picked, I also know from a Netflix like behind the scenes golf show. Whatever they do, like Hard Knocks, but like in season, but they do it with a bunch of golfers. I was like, this is Rory McIlroy's year, man. He's been waiting to get this Grand Slam for 11 consecutive Masters. It's been 11 years in the making to get your Grand Slam. Yeah, he won today. Let me tell you, when you're like, we fucking ride it on for Rory, that is the way to do it. So
Claire's suggestion is if you're bored at a golf game, make it
Drink.
playoff sports.
yeah,
And when it's playoff sports,
whoa, hey.
things will change.
It was tense. He started with the lead, and then he lost the lead. Then three guys were tied for the lead. And you know what kept me, really in it? Vodka lemonade with a little grenadine.
Was
Thank
it
you,
all
Masters. And pimento cheese sandwiches.
Real
18 or 19 holes?
That sounds so rich.
It's 18, but then at the end of the day, they were tied. 2 players were tied, so they had a playoff. So it did end up being 19
Was it a
holes.
shootout?
It was 1 hole. It was whoever got the best.
1 hole.
1 hole, exactly.
1
Thank
hole
you.
was the goal.
Thank you. That's a
1
perfect
hole.
intro. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, Mark. You missed the
Oh, you missed the perfect intro, my guy. I can't wait for you to see it.
I have a new jingle and it's fantastic.
It's jingle jangling.
Hey, Mark, you want to see it?
Run it back from Mark.
Sure. But the one.
Do it again!
I want to see the 1 hole. No, I'm just kidding.
Mark Perez, ladies and gentlemen, he has.
I know. 6.
Yes. All right, Mark, here you go.
Spin it again.
Sunday night, the gang unites. Claire and Rogue shining bright. Mark and Raven cruising through. Sometimes Chris joins the crew. PooDoo Croo. PooDoo Croo.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah!
So I thought the Aeronauts did that, right? Is that
I wish.
No, who did that?
Steak sauce.
Yeah, A1 steak sauce.
Okay.
Did it. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's really good. It's really good. I like it.
Use Worcestershire.
I'm impressed.
I was happy.
Tube approves.
Also, he's just like, all right, are you ready for this? Before we're like, what do you mean? We're just like,
That's another song.
that is another song.
Yeah,
That's another sports. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Yeah.
the lovely production of Chris Ryans again.
Applaud.
Again.
The editing.
Hey, you did that. No. You chose the beat was like you finalized it, you mastered it.
Also, I love that there's content in these streams of me dancing in the stupidest way. You're just like, oh, found it.
But it was on beat.
But it was on beat. Just,
On beat.
yeah, this one I gotta retire, I think.
Indeed.
Dance forever now. It's in the opening. It's in the opening. Mark, how you been, buddy? How you been?
It's been an interesting week. Overall, it was cool. But then my
Good.
fridge died on Friday, so like
No.
my partner and I have been mad scrambling to get that all prepared before we get the new one rolled in here. So it's been an interesting weekend. But
Getting rid of an appliance is annoying.
It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Especially things like fridges and stoves. Like
yeah,
which-
dude, I'm just like,
what
it's
door
I
we
came
choose?
on Friday night to that, and I'm like, I was like, yeah, it's the week.
And my first question is, how do we chop this in half? Literally, to fit through doors.
Right.
So that more can come in whole
Yeah.
and not be chopped in half.
What? It didn't play.
I mean, it sounds like you're gonna have to run it back.
Let me know if this. Let me know. Let me know.
Sunday night, the gang unites. Claire and Rogue shining bright. Mark and Raven cruising through. Sometimes Chris joins the crew. PooDoo Croo. PooDoo Croo.
I'll be out of breath by this time.
It's a bop.
It's an actual bop. It's a banger.
PooDoo Croo.
Bop. It has Riz. It slaps. No cow.
Wow.
No
Mike.
cat. Skibbity toilet. I'm just gonna throw one of those in there. I think that's a term used by youths.
I think we're all
By the Utes.
By the
too
youths.
old to say these things. I think we're all, even you, Claire. I think we're
Yep.
all too old to please. And you're only what? 20 what? 1? I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
Thank you.
Right.
I'll take it. Yes, chat. That is the correct age.
Yes.
That is how old I am.
You know when your alarm goes off,
Youthful.
it's-
My back doesn't hurt. It's fine.
Actually,
Seasoned wine drinker,
Our resident
21.
Zygote.
My knees work perfectly great, okay?
The wine drinker, 21.
And now it
Oh my
goes.
God.
Yeah.
21, watch a Survivor, easily 19. What are we doing? Easily 19.
Definitely not
By the way,
watching a
but then my
25-year-old
Friday
show.
night did end pretty well because I did see the Gaga's Coachella performance and it was everything.
I heard her dress was
Wow.
stage.
Wow.
Her dress was stage.
Her dress
it
was the stage.
Well, yeah, it was the big middle part of the stage. It opened up. There were dancers inside, and it was like a cage on the bottom. She like ended up going into the dress and then coming out of that dance. It was like on a level I hadn't seen in a long while. And it was
I'll be honest with you. I pictured none of that accurately in my brain. I just want to make that's crazy.
She alluded to that on a podcast about a month ago after she was on SNL something, whenever she was on there, right? And she had said, I have something real special planned. We're not going to say anything. And he goes, but this is for Coachella. And I was like, uh-oh, we're in for it. I was like, and sure enough, like she delivered. I mean, that was insane. Like after that, anybody else, I would hate to follow that up.
This is a White Lotus take. Y'all see Lalisa perform?
Yeah, dude.
Yes! Oh my God, that's so
Patrick
cool.
Schwarzenegger dancing is amazing.
Patrick Schwarzenegger dances like me on the intro to this podcast.
Yes, he does.
And I think what's even funnier is he shared a video of it on his own Instagram story, and he was like, his excuse was, I had a great time. Sorry, I had a cocktail. Bullshit, my friend. There is no way you had a cocktail dancing like that, friend.
It has the rhythm of a six-sided die.
Yeah, dude. Oh, bless his heart. No swag.
Someone's got a little something in common with you, like, you know, since this happened to you.
Oh,
Ouch.
I hope you're feeling better.
Your legs suck.
How much longer did he have to be on the... Oh.
I shattered my ankle like almost 10 years ago. So
Oh, don't do that.
yeah,
That's one thing. That's
10 years too
one
late.
thing is like your arms, but just like not being able to move around on one of my legs just would freak me out.
It's the worst. It's the worst
It would
thing.
freak me the hell out.
Now teach your leg how to walk again. Go ahead.
Nope.
Exactly.
You were on that cast for a long while, weren't you?
It was like 6 months.
Huh.
So there's 4 major bones in your ankle.
And you broke all of them.
I broke all 4 of them and 3 of them in 2 spots.
Cool. Yeah,
And I
that's
went to
fine.
the orthopedic doctor. They were like, "You don't play sports, do you?" I go, "No." He goes, "Well, you won't now." He's like, "You know that ankle injury that like ended Terrell Owens' career?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You have that one."
That's what it is.
I was like, "Good thing I walk around."
Shit, dude.
But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
And good thing I walk everywhere and take public transportation.
Literally.
Did you get one of those little scooters at least?
No, I didn't have a scooter, but I was Well,
Ooh.
it was when I broke it. It was the size of a football, swollen.
Yeah.
So that had to go down before I got surgery because I went to the emergency room, got X-rays, and the orthopedic doctor was like, "Yeah, we need you to come in like right now." And I was like, okay. She was like, "Yeah, you're really fucked, and we can't operate on you yet
Yeah, and that's my medical opinion.
because you got Hellboy's right arm as a foot. We don't need that to swell down, and then we got to go in there and give you animadium ankles, and then you gonna have to learn how to use that shit for 3 months of physical therapy and shit.
That's awful, dude.
Balancing on.
So crazy.
Took me like 3 years after that post PT to be like, "Oh, I'm feel normal again." So.
It's like
Oh.
he's all like little Forrest, like with that the braces, and he ends up breaking out of it. It's like,
Run, Roker, run!
Dude, and like I'm like propped up. I had a really long, like glass, like Gandalf situation, right? Like a really long pipe, right?
Oh.
And it was amazing. And so watch that shit fall out of your hand and you look down.
Oh,
Oh, it could
because
be
you can't
10
move.
inches away or 10 miles away. Like,
Yeah.
there's no
And
difference.
it was like
It doesn't matter.
play cam, and I was
I
like,
would've
It is
gotten
lost to the
myself-
void.
I would have gotten myself a little mechanical claw at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
need a grabber.
no, watch it
sucks.
shatter in front of me as I couldn't move.
oh.
Oh.
I really liked that one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I had like no games to play. It was terrible.
Oh.
Like this weird 360 drought. It was like nothing to fucking play. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here just like,
Well, I guess I will sit alone in the dark.
Exactly.
Not smoking.
and it's like no streaming services or a thing. I was like,
Yeah.
could you change this DVD, please? Like it was
Exactly.
It
Well, at
sucked.
least you didn't have to flip it over like the early DVDs, right?
Dude.
Wow.
Oh, Mom, you put.
I
the
forgot about that.
Oh, could you flip
Yeah,
over?
the
so I
ship
can
is
have
already
widescreen?
sinking.
Yeah,
Wow.
that DVD was a flipper because it was widescreen, full screen.
In full screen,
yeah,
yeah.
Widescreen full screen. I remember that.
It was a
Yeah.
flipper.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
One of the biggest pet
Yeah,
peeves of working at Suncoast was like people coming in. Why is it cut off? And I'm like,
You didn't
what
put
size
the
is
other
a-
one in.
What size is the movie theater screen? It's rectangle. What size
Yeah.
is your TV?
Right.
Square.
Now
There
get
you go, baby.
and revoke their replay card. That's what you got to do.
Lord have mercy.
Speaking of movie theaters, a little fun, fat little trivia for you.
Uh-oh.
When movie theaters first came out,
I was
they
there.
weren't called movie. No, you were not. They weren't called movie theaters. They were called Odeons.
Odeons.
like the theater
Nickelodeon.
Exactly.
Odeon, yeah.
Because they were a nickel
5 cents.
and they were 5 cents. Hence the word Nickelodeon.
Nick, 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 and nick, nick, nick.
Like,
Nickelodeon.
What'd you say?
we damaged children. Because I know that meme too.
I'm gonna get drop the slime.
Drop the slime on Claire.
I deserve it.
You were too close. Takes your Kid's Choice Award back. Give me that. Fucking blimp.
No, CK, I swear. It was with the CK.
No. Covered in green. I didn't say it.
I didn't. I didn't.
Out of money.
That was an advertisement that they used.
Yeah.
It was.
It was an advertisement. There was a schedule for it.
Schedule. Yes.
So,
Go ahead.
no, what are you going to say, Chris?
How about that intense ass episode of Daredevil?
Whoa.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, but yeah, you can't.
I can plug my ears. I can plug my ears.
Money from the Bucks.
Right now, he's only 7 years behind. Right now,
Fine.
right?
Fine.
All right, he's in season.
I'm
3
at the
Daredevil.
beginning of Daredevil season 3. I'm almost there. Okay.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh my god.
I made it through the first 2 seasons of Daredevil. I made it through the Defenders. I even
could've
caught up
skipped
on
that.
Punisher.
Yeah.
So
And you
yeah,
could've skipped that.
I saw stuff by accident.
damn.
What did you? Oh, Andor stuff.
Daredevil finale.
No, I saw Daredevil.
Oh, spoilerage.
Not, yeah.
Oh, is there leaks out?
No, it was
Foggiest Century. Was that the
No.
one?
No. It was it's a costume.
Oh, he's yeah. Well, I saw clips of or not clips, but like back behind the scenes shots of
Same.
season 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's in the
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They're doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just telling Chris, by the way, that my friend Melissa is actually one of the editors. Actually, will be the editor for this last episode.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's done 2 of the episodes for this season, and I
They're
didn't know
good.
that until she posted about it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. She had worked on Why the Last Man as well too.
Now
So-
tell her that you haven't watched not one single stitch of this show yet.
I did. Thank you very much. I told her, hey,
Already did.
I already did. I will throw myself under that double Dutch bus. Thank you very much.
Oh man.
It was the crazy. Yeah, good. This show is very,
Feelings.
very
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm happy. There's
That
more
accurate?
courtroom drama, right? In this,
It's so
Uh,
good. It's
I don't know about courtroom drama. Like,
There is a
we
few
had-
episodes of
There is
courtroom.
some. Yeah.
that is-
There's some.
now,
Because I
listen,
always
as
want a
much-
little more of that. I think
I
that's,
wanted all of that in She-Hulk.
well,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted so much of that in She-Hulk.
I feel bad for that show.
Yeah.
In the long
I
run.
enjoyed that show.
Which reminds me, I
Like-
do got to go back and watch that She-Hulk episode just because I need to see him do the Walk of Shame again.
Yes, with his little booties.
He's so cute.
He was smiling way too much.
He was
Smiling
I
way
mean,
too much.
So weird.
He ain't smiling in this fucking show.
Yeah, let's be honest though. We all know Matt Murdock can get it.
We finally got
There's,
to see,
There's evidence of it.
He was too happy. He was like, ew. What did he...
There was this, you know what? There was a scene in season 2 where he went from, I forgot what had happened to him, but then he shows up at the police station in just like a blue regular shirt, and he looked better than he had wearing whatever else he had been wearing the whole time. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I was like, it's just not fair.
I will say this.
He's too good looking, man.
He
Regarding
is. He's a good looking man. Yeah.
There was something I was asking for. I was like, this seems really good. Just wanted to see this one person more. And as soon as I asked for it, they
It
gave.
delivered.
I am a really big fan of the character Bullseye. Like
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that character.
he
Yeah.
is the most like out of all of continuity of comics in which characters die, come back to life, or you find out their origin story, first or last name, and all that type of stuff. In the comic book, we don't know a lot about Bullseye. We know his first name is Lester, and that's it.
Lester.
Yes, since his inception, we have one name, and that's that. Somebody like said that it was his name, but he is like up there in mystery with like, where does the Joker come from and stuff like that. Like, we don't know why this man is capable of doing the things that he can do.
Or why his parents picked a stupid ass
Or
name.
why
like
the
Lester.
parents picked a stupid ass name. Like, I do like him.
No wonder he became a villain. They were picking
Right.
on him because his name was Lester.
I mean, his name is Poindexter in the show. So
Also, yeah,
it
also
ain't-
not great.
it ain't working out for the man here.
No.
His school was not fun.
But it was another shot for shot comic book scene that people may not know about
In
involving
this last
him.
episode?
Yes. With the tooth. That is from the books. 100%.
Okay.
There's a few of those this season
Makes
Yeah.
sense. It was pretty
that was sprinkled in. But yeah, a lot of people were like, damn. I really can't say much, but I once me and Claire will talk later if Chris wants to jump in on Tuesday about it. But we got to see more Bullseye stuff.
Yeah, we did.
And we get this, and I think Disney's doing a very good job at showing how capable this man is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And
Yeah.
how they have him in prison is very cool when he was in prison for whatever he did. For whatever he did. No, Lester Poindexter isn't his name in the book in the show, but that's double fucked.
But that's even
That was-
that poor
Like-
theoretical non-existent person.
yeah. I think his first name was like what's his first name in the show?
I don't know. They just always called him Dex.
Right. Because that's what everybody called him, I think. Dexter. Hold on.
I'd laugh if it was Lester.
Benjamin Poindexter.
Benjamin.
Yeah. But that's one of his aliases and shit, too. He also goes by Leonard McClain, Matt Hobson, Shelton Pendergrass. This guy can pick him.
Shelton Shelton Pendergrass.
Exactly. Teddy's brother.
Yeah. Another love TKO. Oh.
I do love, like, I mean, that's the cool thing about these shows is that, don't get me wrong, we all love the MCU characters that are on the forefront, but with Daredevil, you get your characters like Bullseye and all these other characters that, like,
street levels.
from
Street level.
street level. Yeah, right. And then to me, those are always the cool ones too,
Out of
right?
all
Because,
day.
you know, like I love that I got to see more Luke Cage, Iron Fist. That dude really tried really hard, but his acting's not all that great, so I can see why people were complaining.
He was terrible.
He's a
Nice.
good
He
looking
wasn't a
guy
martial
too.
artist.
But his acting, you know.
Horrible. Fights
Yeah,
was
and I don't think
terrible.
they gave him much to work with, to be honest. So
Misty
there's that,
Knight,
right?
Shang-Chi's technically street level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but on the but the other end of it, like too, is that, like I thought that Luke Cage, I don't know, that was Luke Cage. Like I saw him the way he portrayed himself,
Yeah.
right? And I loved how he presented himself. I love how the character was presented. I'm like, wow, it's like that's really cool to see that character on screen. It's like, you know, so all of them. Even the Defenders was a pretty cool series. It wasn't the best or anything, but it was just fun. It was fun seeing Jessica Jones interact with them all as well too.
Yeah,
So
it was fun,
yeah, it's been a fun ride getting to the point where you guys are at. But I'm so sorry, I'm so behind.
It's okay. It'll happen.
You are in for a treat. That's the thing, is you know that there's a tasty little morsel at the end of your rewatch.
Exactly.
We can vouch for that. Because, man, this season is cooking.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Get caught up, Mark. Don't, you know.
This is the
Hey.
I always stay on point with my shows.
You know,
You gotta
on top of it.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Always does.
Chris is literally the last of us on this subject.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, actually. So my Sunday started off with looking at group texts of my friends and being like, "Oh yeah, I'll be online later." Right before I gotta watch The Last of Us season 2, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Right?
Yeah.
Why does my stomach certainly start to feel weird?"
Ethan reminded me, I was like in party getting ready for people coming over mode, and I'm cleaning and I'm setting stuff up and I'm ready to go. And he goes, "Oh yeah, The Last of Us is tonight, right?" And I just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited.
Yeah.
But it was a theoretical thing in the distance, and now it is a thing that is actually going to personally victimize all of us.
It's right now.
It's now. It's happening. I'm not ready to hurt that way again.
I hope this first episode is nothing but that snowball fight.
I want snowball fights for
That's
90
all-
minutes. 90 minutes.
That's pretty
wanted-
much all I remember.
To start. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you got it, Mark.
I said I hope that they begin this episode with like the hard hitting like flashbacks from like the first two episodes of the beginning season, because those
Don't
were
do
like
that.
such
Don't do
great
that.
intros. I love those intros. So
Yeah. So cool.
those are like the perfect primers to like get you ready for what
Yeah.
was gonna be
Or-
seen. Right?
Yeah.
Or like
No.
a lengthy recap right before it starts.
No, you need to watch the
I did-
finale, you crazy person. Because the beats of the episode and the feelings. The feelings!
Say it again, Claire.
The feelings, man.
Louder in the back.
The feelings!
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Ron got to see John Boyega. He's gonna be in
Oh,
Philly
that
soon.
makes me relevant.
Yeah, that's so cool.
You never.
Yeah.
You were never not relevant. So
He's
Never.
John Boyega is so cool to see in a
We've
panel.
always been relevant.
did he address the
The relevant in the
It's
room.
funny because everything that he was talking. Yeah, I know. Like I don't know if what
Relevant
Ron
in the
saw,
room?
but like there
Gotta
was talk about like what happened and why things turned out the way they did and what he expected more. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Well, it's
and-
not
and-
just
We all did.
like
Yeah.
Mark, it's not just that they filmed more, and then
Oh,
and then
see,
they
that's
had
rushed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
like you know my
I didn't
man
know about
Prince
that.
at Urban Acolyte, like he talked about how they filmed a whole bunch of shit with Finn where he was whooping ass.
Yeah.
All right, where he was whooping ass and he was very proficient with that saber. And then they decided to change the dynamics and everything, and
'cause you
we
know
got what we got.
Yeah, you know what's weird to me? I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong, because the whole scene with Rey catching the lightsaber meant a lot to people, and I understand. But it would have been cool had they both kind of come up the ranks together. Like it was like a, oh my god, like we're gonna lead the pack going forward, right? You know, it's
Yeah.
like the two of them together would have been a great.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
yes.
And there's no reason why it couldn't have worked out that way. You
It's
know,
a lot of cold feet, and you know, there's the obvious.
Yeah, I know, and he has every right to be upset
Yeah,
and not want to come back. I
Yeah.
wouldn't, you know.
I mean, it's
So-
looking unlikely at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm holding out hope, a fool's hope that that he would come back. Like if they, like, all right, we're gonna do right by your character, no bullshit this time, and all that stuff. But yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be relevant for the next 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a
So
good actor.
I don't.
Good
I'm
actor.
not worried
He
about
doesn't
John
need
Boyega
Star
not
Wars.
finding work. Exactly.
Yeah.
He will have work for a while.
Yeah.
Because he's good at what he does. Speaking of work for
Oh.
a while, good at what he does. I'm
worry
seeing this. I may actually go Thursday night for this. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm hearing amazing things.
About what?
But what?
Sinners, the new Ryan Coogler.
Oh, yeah,
movie.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I've
And
heard
it's
it's
out
great.
next week. It's
Oh,
still
it
at,
comes out. Oh, that's right. It comes out this week, right? Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Okay.
It's at 100% right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
It's
catch
its
it.
highest review.
Because I have a busy weekend ahead, but it would be cool to like launch the weekend with that.
I've also seen every Ryan Coogler film in theaters. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Fruitville Station, not knowing who any of these guys were,
yeah.
like years ago in the theater,
Mhm.
leaving troubled and upset.
But yeah, the one thing I heard about this flick is that there are after credit stingers.
Yes, and I also heard that the trailer is very deceptive. It is not just your typical "we got to stop these vampires" movie.
Good. Yeah, because I don't want to. The way that it also, and not, it's not any knock against it. It almost was very From Dusk Till Dawn kind of.
Yeah.
You know, is what it looked like, right? But now we know it looks like
Yeah, I
there's
think
much
that's
more.
a diversion. Yeah, it's kind of like how
Yeah.
Monkey Man was, where it was like, "Oh, Dave Patel's doing John Wick," and it's like, "No, he is not. He is very incapable, actually. He actually does not know what he's doing, and he's working all off of instinct." And the movie's great. Go watch Monkey Man.
Yeah, I gotta see that. Speaking of monkey,
So fucking good.
Nope.
We're watching that shit, Claire. Get ready. Buckle your safety
stop
belts.
being a coward.
I've been ready.
It's
Richard
not
Spaghetti.
it's not what you think, Claire.
I heard it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny and ridiculous and gory, and I mean the most terrifying parts are when they do that boom,
Nope.
zoom in on the monkey.
Nope.
But it's only like a handful of times. You're gonna be okay. I swear.
Only a handful.
Yeah, it's only a
A
handful.
handful. One is too many.
I'd say
No. Nope. I can't hear your shit if my headphones are off. I can't hear it. I can't hear them.
You gotta let it go, man.
you're supposed to be family. God,
I can't read lips, so I'm not putting them back on. This is how we finish the
It's off.
podcast.
Damn it.
supposed to be a goddamn.
I'm just vibing.
Jesus.
It's off. It's off, Claire. I swear.
God. Oh, by the way, what's that one Shonda Rhimes series we were talking about? Is it The Residence, right? Is that the series that's on Netflix? Giancarlo Esposito, and it's just oh my god, I always mispronounce her name. She was on Orange Is the New Black. She with crazy eyes.
Oh,
Oh, Uzo.
Udo, right? Uzo, right?
She's like Columbo or some shit. I forgot.
Something that affect like a Miss Marple, Columbo kind of like character, you know. It's interesting. It's got a lot of familiar faces, but Giancarlo Esposito is in it too, and all these other folks. So it's interesting. There's something very kind of Knives Out about it, and it's also very self-referential in that sense because it knows what it's like trying to be like, and it doesn't shy away from telling you that that's exactly what it is.
Right.
So yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
They're great.
Oh, they're awesome.
Fantastic.
Knives Out are fun.
Yeah, but
That they're Ray and Johnson guy.
It needs to be a Knives Out White Lotus crossover.
Oh,
Is it in that vein? Is it sort of like that?
It's a whodunit.
it's a murder mystery. Daniel Craig talking like
Claire, I'm gonna
Colonel
give
Sanders.
White Lotus another shot. I
It's
think
good, man.
It's good.
I was like, this is
It's a rough.
like
Yeah.
00000, you know, like the color. If you go by the color wheel, or is it all Fs? I think it's all Fs.
Also,
But yes,
All left's in the chat for the White Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
need
was,
to
I was saying that they should bring Jennifer Tilly in to play
That's Rocco's porcelain.
Also, you need to watch a movie that turned 30 years old last week. A movie called A Goofy Movie.
Yes.
Okay, I will admit I never saw that because I was obviously much older when
So-
it came out, so I missed the whole thing.
There's
Right?
a documentary coming
Yes,
out.
there is. It's
And
Yeah.
the
apparently
power line dancing,
they
the people
choreographed-
dancing,
They choreographed this fucking dance before they animated it.
and they shared a clip of the people doing the power line
Yeah,
dance
it's
that
Evan
inspired the
Campbell.
animation.
And Tevin Campbell's like in the booth singing, and you're just like,
Oh, Tevin.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah.
such
it's
a
so
good
good.
movie.
I forget that he was connected to that project.
Yeah.
Of course.
Also,
Remember Pauly Shore was in that movie too?
Dante Basco's in that movie too.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in a
Hey,
lot. He was,
Stacey!
Yeah.
Dante was like in a lot of stuff in the
That's him.
90s,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
That's
that
him.
kid was everywhere.
That's
and that
him
voice
before Hook.
never changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he's the one that was like, talk to me, baby. That's Dante Basco, which is also that same year that Jodeci song came out. Goofy Movie's Black.
Yeah, it is.
Proof. Sprinkle more. Sprinkle
I
black.
mean, yeah.
Also, when you look at Roxanne, you're like, that's a black woman. That's a black woman.
Wait, did you guys watch the side quest episode
Oh no, not yet.
of
but
Mythic Quest? So
You heard
there's a
about Mythic
comic
Quest,
book
though, right?
shop. What happened?
they got canceled.
No!
Yeah, Mike put it in the chat the other day. It's funny because I was wondering why nobody else commented about that because you guys had talked about it.
I put it
so-
on there. I was like, nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, it was all.
I
cool.
missed it in the
I
chat.
probably-
It happened
No!
on Friday.
because I knew how much you guys liked
Wait,
it. so-
but they left it. How they left it? They can't leave it like that. They can't. No.
That you found out right now, Claire. I'm so sorry. So I thought you saw.
I
look.
love that show.
It makes for some beautiful content.
That show was so good.
Their
Love for
reaction.
shows kills them. Like, oh, you like this show?
It's like
Bye.
You got three seasons out of the show, right?
Yeah.
Right? At least.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
Oh,
And we have a side quest. That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a little show right now out called Side Quest. There's like 5 episodes, and it's like stories like just random people stories that are like involved tangentially with the video game Mythic Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one that focuses on like a cellist who gets her big break in this big traveling orchestra that plays the Mythic Quest music at like concerts across the world and blah blah blah. There's like the video game store where the new Mythic Quest comic is dropping and only one issue gets shipped there.
I remember.
They have a whole discussion about how you know which animated characters are black.
This is incredible. I need to watch the
green.
show.
It is so funny. So you would love this episode so much because I'm like, I think that this is just, I know you're not at the comic book shop anymore, Chris, not working, but I'm like, this is their job. This is their day at work is how I felt watching that. I'm like, this has got to be their life.
A little bit. Well,
A little bit.
Sounds about right. We've had those convos.
yeah. You've had those kind of like, is he
There's a lot.
green?
Who would win?
Green, lightning powers, black.
Black. Yeah, if green, lightning powers, metal arms. Black.
Little arms, dude. Little arms, dude. Every time, bro.
Every time.
Every time. Hyperpigmentation.
hacks.
He Mr. Terrific over there. We know he's smart as shit.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
him over there. No. Calm down.
Sit
Cal.
down, smarty.
Yeah, we don't need all
Amazing.
that.
So,
Why don't
is
you
the
go
Winter
figure
Soldier
it out?
because he has one metal arm invited to the barbecue?
If Mr. Terrific would have a metal arm that shoots lightning,
He has a Wakandan arm. He's many barbecues already.
Okay, so he can come to the cookout. Okay,
he's
I
already,
just
he's
checking.
already been to the
He was
cookout.
in the corner picking raisins out of the fucking potato salad because he knows.
Yes, he knows.
The Falcon Winter Soldier. He was already at the cookout.
100 minutes away, 100 minutes away. Ooh, nah, nah, nah.
In the last episode, he was already there.
All right, cool. That's right.
Hitting on Sam's sister.
That's
Speaking of
right.
animation, I watched 2 episodes of Devil May Cry for Netflix.
How was it?
It's very fucking good. It's a better
Really?
story than Devil May Cry. It's awesome. Also,
Wow.
the last official role of Kevin Conroy.
Wow.
Oh wow.
He is a major character. He's the
That's so
vice
cool though, because he left behind 2 properties that
Yeah.
people can still like, you know, connect with. Like
Yeah.
the DC Pride issue.
Yeah.
That segment was amazing, right? And then we got one last bit of work from him too.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So
Right.
he's in this, and one of the characters' last name is Arkham. So you get to hear him say Arkham for one last time.
Yes.
Aww.
Does he say it? Does he?
He's
say it?
talking like Batman. He's
Oh.
not talking like Bruce Wayne. He is talking like he's using the Batman voice as
Beautiful.
the vice president of the United States.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And he's like assigned to find demon hunters. So he's all over this shit. Looking for Dante. I'm like, he just said Dante. Ah! Like shit like that. Like I was totally like bewildered. Like I was like, the focus is you now. The focus. Fuck all these people. Keep talking. Keep talking to me. Read this with speech right now.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah, it's good. Johnny Young Bosch is the voice of
Of course, he better. be.
Dante,
Cool.
which
Better
is
be.
interesting because he's already a voice of another character in Devil May Cry.
Oh,
Okay,
Rogue,
okay,
Rogue,
yeah.
real quick. Speaking of Johnny Young Bosch,
Mm-hmm.
did you watch that Dark Side of the Power Rangers documentary?
No, I gotta watch it. You said-
Heartbreaking.
Oh no.
It was hard.
Oh yeah.
They talked about how they had to
I
work
was
during
kind of
all these
afraid.
episodes, like,
Yeah.
like because they weren't union. They're like, we'll pay you shit,
Oh
and
shit.
you will work like 4 to 5 more hours per day than like if you were on if you were SAG. And they did. Look, the first season was 60 episodes.
That's a
It's a
long,
lot of
long,
episodes.
long time.
Yeah, I think it was 60 episodes. But yeah, they didn't pay them shit. And then when the 3 Austin, Twee, and Walter Jones like went to quit and whatnot, they're like, you're replaceable. We don't.
And they
we
wrote
don't
them
need you.
out like
They
that.
wrote them out. Yeah.
First time
Okay.
ever seeing characters written off of a show was watching Power Rangers.
But the heartbreaking thing was like, well, the
There's
first
so
heartbreaking
much
thing
that's rough
was
about the Power Rangers. Man.
motherfuckers were getting fired,
Mhm.
and like there was like barely any like notice that that was happening. Like they were getting written off for something else. But the heartbreaking thing was all the criminal charges and the suicides.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude,
Because it's not just all right. So the criminal charges, the one dude who played Cole, the Wild Forest Ranger. Do you remember him?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He like when it first came out, he had accidentally stabbed
Yeah, I remember that.
his roommate. No, like from what
With
we're being
a
told.
katana, right?
Oh, he is we're being told that he is like this heavy narcissist. Just absolute bad person and meant to do what he did. Like not just he said, oh, I poked him, but if you look at they showed the crime scene.
Oh no.
They showed the crime scene, blood, just blood, and then the sword that he poked him with,
Mm-hmm.
it was blood all the way.
Oh yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, there was an exit wound. They said on this thing.
Fuck, dude.
But not just that, and then they went into like the bad run of unaliving or I'm over for it. Oh, no, the suicides
Yes.
that happened, and it was the first one was they went through Eric Frank, which was Jason Frank's brother,
Mhm.
who
I didn't know about
played his brother in a couple episodes of Z. I don't know if you remember
Yeah.
that shit.
that. I don't.
Um,
Probably not. I don't remember. No.
he looked just like him, just a little bit taller.
Okay.
And then they went into that, and then they talked about
course,
like
him
his
too.
lead up to all that, and
Mhm.
then they went into Pua Magasiva, who was Red Ninja Force, no
Yeah.
Ninja
Storm,
Storm.
the darker red one, the
Yes.
evil one. Yeah.
No. The Red Ranger. It's
Oh, okay, the main red one. Okay.
Yeah, and they went into his and like his suicide.
Jesus, man.
And then they went into Jason Franks, and Jason Franks went on for like the rest of the thing.
I
And like
bet.
it was just like
Yeah.
they talked about what he was dealing with, and then they went into the toxicology.
Oh no.
Was he-
So many things, and
Cocktail?
cocaine was one of them.
was the cocktail.
there's a whole bunch of stuff like antidepressants, this and that,
Yeah.
and cocaine was one of them.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh,
It's just that era of television
Messed up.
had so many unprotected young people.
Yep.
That's what I'm learning because that's Nickelodeon era right there.
Yeah, messed up
Like
a generation of young
generation-
actors.
ununionized, unsagged. Parents getting kicked off set.
no union, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No,
And
That changed.
no
That-
limit of what you can
Mhm. Working hours and hours and hours as long as they get their homeschooling and we can have these kids work and
Yeah.
it's abysmal. And I hope we're doing better. We're protecting young
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah.
Because a lot of young actors don't become old ones.
Yeah.
Like Macaulay Culkin said recently, he was like, "I'm never coming back." Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, as soon as my dad and my mom got the divorce, I was like,
We're lucky to have Drew Barrymore
I-
around.
And
know,
I
it's
can't.
very
It's a
lucky.
miracle that she's still around, and also that she's thriving the way she seems to be.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Just
And Macaulay's brother, I guess he
Kieran, dude, is
learned all he
wild.
needed to learn from that shit. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I love the little
Oh.
asshole. I love it. And there's a younger brother too. He was in Scream 4. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longer hair. All same face. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Olsons. It's like, oh yeah, you are related.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the
exactly.
Olsons.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
There's so many of these.
Well, Lindsay Lohan's
Well, Britney Spears also.
Jamie Lynn.
And Jamie Lynn. Well, Jamie Lynn's a whole other animal.
I know.
But I mean, I'm
Oh,
proud of Lindsay Lohan. I think Lindsay Lohan looks great right now. And
Gee, I'm so
I
glad.
have
so glad
watched.
she's back.
I am too, and I have watched every single cheesy Hallmark
You've been
thing.
supportive. That's what's up.
I am here. I know, seriously. I was like, give me the cheesy Hallmark Christmas wish Irish love story. I'm watching it because I need her to be doing well.
Yeah.
And the movies have not been great, but I'm ready for Freaky Friday too.
Me too.
I'm ready to go.
I can't believe that's actually happening.
I'm so excited.
Did not believe they were like,
Oh,
fuck.
Corey Feldman, man.
That's a whole other can of worms.
Did you remember the movie Dickie Roberts, former child star?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know of it. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually really like that movie. It's David Spade.
It's
It's David Spade.
one of those Happy Madison films without Adam Sandler in it. Is one of those.
I don't think it's Happy Madison, but it's a whole cast of all of the former child stars, and he's like trying to make his resurgence, and he got royally screwed up, so he gets a family to take him in and adopt him and pretend he's an adult man, but pretend that he's one of their sons, and so he can relive his entire childhood. He's like, you're not a normal human being. Like,
I was thinking, I was thinking of Chris Kattan for some reason. You said Dickie Roberts.
now I'm picturing it, man.
This is you. I want the sequel. Chris Kattan.
I just saw a Corey Feldman clip earlier where he was dancing. There were
Michael
little
Jackson?
people all around the stage.
Yeah.
There were all these things going on, and I'm like sitting here. I'm
Corey
like,
Feldman.
yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was a clip from a while ago, but there was just
Okay.
all this chaos around him.
Watching
And
him
I'm like,
pretend to play guitar is my
What
favorite.
is happening? It's
Yeah,
like,
that's, someone should be like, all right.
somebody mentioned, he goes, you remember like Stefan used to say, he used to talk about the clubs and say there are all these things happening. And
Yeah.
this is the literal video footage of what that should be like. And I'm like,
That's the
oh my God.
footage.
Corey
Throw it.
Feldman, an inside joke.
Yeah, he
On the
said
lady
that,
and
that
Bill
poor
Hader.
boy. I know he went through a lot, but it's just something. He doesn't have quite a grasp of reality.
No.
If he were to do a tell-all, he'd make more money off of that than doing his shows.
I'm not gonna lie, I would watch the shit out of that.
The only person who would be able to expose MJ and have it be like true.
Yeah.
Because
And I wonder if
the-
Goonies 2 will sort of bring
Oh,
that back.
that's-
Oh, I
Because
forgot.
remember that's coming up, and so he's gonna have to
What a
function.
bad idea.
Yeah, he's gonna have to function. Okay, on the set of that,
I
'Cause,
want
like-
Goonies 2 to be them as adults bothering Richard.
There it is. There it is, Brian.
Please. Psycho.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Sunfur drifters with soup sun beards.
Oh my god.
The news place in town is called Goat. Dude, yeah, I would watch them as adults trying to bother Richard Donner, because that's like side thing of like how Richard Donner was like, these kids are driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I need to go home.
But they harnessed the energy so well for the movie.
Yeah.
You
felt like when you were on the adventure with them. It's like, yeah, it's exactly.
They said Sean Astin's audition, Steven Spielberg didn't get a chance to get a word in because he was this kid with braces who was just talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That never changed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That did not change.
Like I think we got him. He was just like, I didn't get to say it, a chance to say anything. But you're in.
Oh, Mark, put the spoilers out. And thank you for the
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Mark.
Quiet for a while. He's probably rocking back and forth like I shouldn't have said that.
But why? It's all snowball fights this first game. What's so bad about that?
Also, do you want to know something crazy?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ethan doesn't know.
He doesn't know?
He's sitting out there and he doesn't know what's going to happen.
Did he not?
I asked him today. I was like, he did not play
it.
it. He did not watch me play it, and he did not play it. And so,
as long as you can.
Well, it's not going to be able to be kept for long, I don't think.
So he owes you. So
thank you. I've been trying to get this man to play those 2 damn games.
Played Skyrim on tape.
Yeah.
It is footage.
The document is out there.
That's how we began this fucking journey.
Mm-hmm. But no, literally, like, I was thinking about that, and I just straight out asked him, I'm like, wait, do you know anything about the plot? I don't think I've talked to you about it. I'm like, do you know what's going to happen in this? And he goes, no, I don't know anything. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah, I'm terrified for what's ahead.
Dude, that last episode of that Skyrim playthrough when Ethan's there and he was like, you didn't go to this. He was so Claire.
It's like, bitch, you've been playing this game for 10 years.
Claire walked everywhere.
I did. I was a walker. I got my steps in, Fitbit, baby.
She didn't fast travel.
I occasionally rode in a carriage.
It was this.
But you know what? We had wonderful conversation along the way.
Stops X-Wing. And she had all this money in a chest at her house that she didn't. No,
wait, no, that wasn't it. We had to go on a quest where they took all my clothes and they gave me different clothes and they took all my things and they took my money. And I just never went to go pick it up.
Yeah, we played so much of it.
I was like, man, I thought I had more money than this. I thought we could buy a house.
She made that money back and doubled, and then went and got the rest of her money, and then in the last 5 minutes is her finally buying a house. This whole game is her fighting dragons so that she can buy a home.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call that the millennial first-time homeowners experience.
It was like
you gotta fight dragons.
Shit was crazy.
That's motivation.
You gotta put all your money in a chest and forget about it. Yeah.
Got Cooper in the chat like, oh my god. You got Ethan in the side like, oh my god. Claire's just like, it's really cloudy out.
Hey, it was vibes for me. Okay.
It was awesome.
I am the Dragonborn. Thank you.
Yes, she is.
So.
Christopher Plummer said so.
Mm-hmm. That he did.
He voiced the dragon. So that's why we said that name.
That's right.
But yeah, that happened. But he was like, you could buy 2 houses now. Like he was like, I'm leaving the fucking room.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the funniest thing though is that we started with him in the room.
Yeah.
And eventually he was like, I was like, do you want to hang out with us while we do this? He's like, yeah. And then he's like, I can't with you. He was like, go here, go there, go there. He's like, nope, I literally can't do it. And like, I'll have to. It's like, you're driving me crazy. I'm like,
that would probably be the same experience if he put Ocarina, you were in a room with him. He'd be like, why aren't you picking up the fruit? Like, I could see it.
I'd be like,
See it.
literally just jump across this thing about 80 times so you can go buy a goddamn shield.
Hit the tree.
Don't let Mido stop you.
Hit the tree so Rupees can come out.
I was like, if you drop a, I'm like, wait, the reason your controller's vibrating is because you're gonna drop a bomb.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I could see
You're
it.
right.
I could see it.
You're right.
I could see it. But yeah, Goonies 2 is real, huh? I don't know, man.
Yep.
And
I don't
Gremlins.
know.
Let's see what happens.
It's what Gremlins 3 is happening?
Oh, oh, that's right. There was a 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
New batch.
Dude, Gremlins 2 is great.
Gremlins
love
is awesome.
Gremlins too.
Gremlins 2
It was
slaps.
a movie, Claire. It was definitely a movie.
It was
What,
fun.
2?
It wasn't
It was
bad.
I like them making fun of themselves.
Love it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
like
I
them
had a
making
good
fun of
time.
themselves. Also, Gremlins 1 is a Christmas movie. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And the mom is a fucking
I
cannon.
love her. I love her.
3 in a
Oh, yeah.
kitchen.
Literally
Yes,
the
she
Punisher.
does.
Actually goated. Like, actually goated. She is baking and killing fucking gremlins. Dad with inventions, killing gremlins. Greatest parents.
Incredible.
Didn't
Greatest
she put
parents.
it in the blender or something? Was that her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
she
was-
did.
Blender, the microwave,
Yeah.
and
I feel bad for them
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, you should.
Because it's not their fault that this stupid, dumbass kid can't follow 3 fucking rules.
Yeah.
It's 3. It's not even that many, and they're pretty straightforward.
Fucking Stripe.
Come on.
Was he in high school still, or was?
Oh, he was in high school.
no, he was
Oh
no,
my God,
he
he
was
was
already
at a-
out because he had a job.
He
at
worked
the
at a
bank.
bank.
Yeah, he had a job at the
Oh
bank.
my
I had a
So-
crush on the bartender girl.
Yeah, it's just Phoebe Cates who had the worst
Every
story of all
had it.
time.
Yo.
Which
Of her
was-
dad being
I love
stuck
that-
in the fucking
yeah,
chimney.
But I love how that it came. They made fun of
yeah.
it in part 2, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Incredible.
Also,
No,
part
that
2
was-
had Spider Gremlin and
Yeah.
Bat Gremlin. It was
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
And what's her
Amazing.
name?
And Smurfette Gremlin.
Smurf
Yeah, I
Bat
forgot what her
Gremlin.
name is. I forgot what her name is. She has a name.
Yes.
Forgot.
Like, the poor Mogwai.
Poor Mogwai.
Poor
Yo,
Gizmo.
my dad, up until the day
Greta,
this-
that's her
you
name.
know, up until the day this dude died, he never forgave me for begging him to take me to go see Gremlins. Like, he would bring that up. Like, what I forgot what year that movie came out. But
Like
all the
80s.
years later, I'm talking into my 20s and 30s. Like, he never. He would always bring it up. Like, you maybe go see that dumb Gremlins movie. And I'm like,
It's Tuesday. I don't know what's
like,
going on.
why'd you bring that up? I just asked if you wanted a sandwich.
You know what's funny? My dad has one of those for me, too.
What is it?
We made him take us to see Hot Rod in the theaters.
Well, that's
That's rad, though.
He walked out of it, and we were all cool beansing all over the place. No. We went after the movie ended. We leave the
Oh,
theater,
you were cool
and we're all cool beansing all over the place. And my dad's like, "That's the worst movie I've ever seen in my whole life." It still brings. I was like, "That movie was awful." I was like, clearly not. Soul of a bottleneck dolphin, gonna swim my way out of here.
It's an incredible movie.
Danger.
I
Oh.
have that track. Thank you, Europe.
things parents do for their children.
Danger on the track.
Oh. That soundtrack is the best and the
And
worst.
it's all Europe. It's all from that Final Countdown album. It's
Yes, it
every
is.
song from Final Countdown, but Final Countdown, because that song is expensive as fuck.
Expensive.
Also, I love that entire movie is literally just him trying to raise money to save his stepdad so that he can fight him and defeat him in hand-to-hand combat. He's like,
And his mom being Sissy Spacek, like it's just so.
incredible.
And I'm genuinely sorry about the window. The fucking door. And
Babe, no. Babe, wait. Babe. Babe. Babe.
well, Lord, that was so good. That movie
There's
was
a Gremlins series?
The Wild Batch. My brain immediately went to The Witcher. Gremlins: The Wild Hunt.
sounds like some Shutter stuff.
I was thinking they were a group of clone troopers, but I'm totally wrong.
Gremlins, the Wild Batch.
Wait, April 10th of this year?
Hold on.
As in 3 days ago?
Hold on.
There's a Gremlins television program that I missed.
Hold
I
on.
love the Gremlins. You catch your fish.
Oh,
afterwards
it's
by mistake.
animated. It's
Oh,
an
okay.
animated show on Max. Boo.
Gremlins.
Oh.
Physical effects. I want exploding gremlins. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Did they play the theme song? Like, is that? I hope that plays. That theme song's dope. Shut up, Mike Roger. That's how it goes, right? God,
Wait, how does it go?
I don't know. We missed it. You gotta.
You know how it goes? That's how it goes. Those are the lyrics. What are you talking about?
It is now.
That's exactly what it is.
It is now. That's all right.
Ah.
Jesus Louises. And with that, we are coming to a close. PooDoo Croo every Sunday, 9 p.m. EST. Mark Perez, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on here every Sunday, of course.
Boo, 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 boo.
And online at I am LWDO on all the socials, and of course with the Gotham Outsiders.
Yeah. Claire,
Hi.
where can they find you?
Hi. They're crying after seeing the latest TLOU.
Why you gotta make it so real? I had 3 more minutes of bliss roughly before I had to remember that. You can find me having an existential crisis in about 5 minutes. And then you can also follow me across all social media at C-Strips. You can find me on the Imperial Senate podcast. We had a pre-Star Wars Celebration episode drop this past week, I think. I don't know what is time. And then, of course, you can catch us on BX Gaming.
Yeah.
Roke and I, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the Metal Gear Solid. And we're chugging along. And
done.
I know, and I have no idea what I'm about to play next. So we're going to find out.
Broaxium Outpost. We sell toys specializing in Star Wars merchandise mostly, and we've got some customized sets of Black Series figures and apparel up there, all kinds of stuff. Also, I do Star Wars comics previews every week, and this week, sorry Claire, I forgot to tell you, Legacy of Vader number 3 is this week.
Yes!
And I will send it to you as soon as possible.
Gorgeous.
And yeah, and catch me, like every now and again I'm on here with these guys. It's tentative. That's why there's an asterisk near my near my name in the intro. You guys see the intro?
Yeah, we saw it.
You seen? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to show them again.
Everyone here has seen it already.
All right.
And
we can remind them.
I mean,
You can remind
you
them.
can do that. It's only 26 seconds for.
I don't know. That's
Let's
I
let's
I don't know. The chat says that they need to see that again.
I think they need
Look, whatever Brian Fry wants.
Yes! Roll it
Brian
again.
Fry.
Yes.
Roll it again.
Yes.
Sunday night, the gang unites. Claire and Rogue shining bright. Mark and Raven cruising through. Sometimes Chris joins the crew. PooDoo Croo. PooDoo Croo.
After it's got a very Pharrell Williams vibe to it, which I love, by the way.
Oh, whatever this is, it fits perfectly.
a goddamn church fan, boy.
That tells you all you need to know.
You can find me here, goddamn, dancing to this goddamn amazing goddamn song, goddamn.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
goddamn.
I said goddamn.
Every Tuesday night, BX Gaming, Metal Gear Solid. We are coming to an end. And if you honestly
Shall
believe,
we, man?
I have a hatred for keep it my fucking
Oh, Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
What is happening?
if you honestly, the inside jokes are
Okay.
pouring through
Yeah,
the fucking.
it's a
brimming
thing.
to my eyes.
The whole thing.
Smile and nod, yes.
Yes. If you honestly believe me and Claire are going to sit here and not talk about what happens in 5 minutes on Tuesday while I fight Metal Gear Rex, you're nuts.
Crazy.
So come on by for early Last of Us 2 episode 1 talks because we're gonna be talking that shit.
Yeah,
So,
we will be.
I'll get caught up by then.
Yeah, we'll be talking that shit, and we're gonna be talking about it again on Sunday because duh. What are you nuts? Yeah, come find us there. We love you guys so much. Please like, subscribe, Ultra Chats.
Tell your friends. Tell your
friends.
barber.
Tell your barber.
Tell your neighbor.
Tiki Barber.
Tiki barber. Tell Tiki barber.
Tiki Barber.
If you know him.
If you know, tell him to grow a mustache. Just try it. But until then, we will see you next week. And may the force be with you.